Happy Good Friday to you. This is Pastor Kevin here. I wanted to give you just a few things to reflect on in your personal prayer time as you prepare for Resurrection Sunday coming up real soon. Since it is Good Friday, I wanted to take you to Mark chapter 14 today. And in Mark chapter 14, I want to explore just very briefly three things that are broken and poured out. And as we finish, I want to leave you with two questions of things that are broken and poured out. And I hope those two questions will really help you with your own personal prayer time today as you prepare for Resurrection Sunday. So the first thing I want to talk to you about that's broken and poured out is a woman's jar. It's in chapter 14, verse 3 of Mark. Meanwhile, Jesus was in Bethany at the home of Simon, a man who had previously had leprosy. While he was eating, a woman came in with a beautiful alabaster jar of expensive perfume made from the essence of nard. She broke open the jar and poured the perfume over his head. Really interesting thing to note here, what she did, she broke open the jar. She didn't take off the lid, she didn't unscrew the lid, she didn't pop the cork, she broke the jar, indicating that she poured everything out. There's no way to close it back up. She poured all that she had on Jesus. The second thing that's broken and poured out is Jesus himself, his body broken and his blood poured out. And I want to show you that in verses 22 through 24. As they were eating, Jesus took some bread and blessed it. Then he broke it in pieces and gave it to the disciples, saying, "Take it, for this is my body." And he took a cup of wine and gave thanks to God for it. He gave it to them, and they all drank from it. And he said to them, "This is my blood, which confirms the covenant between God and his people. It is poured out as a sacrifice for many." Jesus' body was broken for you on the cross. His blood poured out for the forgiveness of sin and to ratify the covenant. So that was the second thing, broken, poured out. Now I want to take you to the third thing in Mark chapter 14. It was broken and poured out. That was Peter, the apostle Peter. He was a broken man, and those hot tears just poured out of his eyes. And I want to show that to you. See, Jesus predicted, when Peter said, "Oh, I'll never deny you, Lord." Famously, Jesus said, "Before the rooster crows, you'll deny 3 times that you even know me." "Oh, no, Lord, I won't do that." So I'm not going to read the first 2 times that Peter denied knowing Jesus, but I want to read to you verses 70 through 72, and this contains the third time that Peter denied Jesus. Look at this. A little later, some of the other bystanders confronted Peter and said, "You must be one of them, because you're a Galilean." Peter swore, "A curse on me if I am lying. I don't know this man you're talking about." And immediately the rooster crowed a second time. Suddenly, Jesus' words flashed through Peter's mind. "Before the rooster crows twice, you will deny 3 times that you even know me." And he broke down and wept. Peter was broken, and his tears poured out. So we have 3 things that were broken and poured out. The woman's alabaster jar was broken, and the perfume poured out. Jesus' body broken, and the blood poured out for the forgiveness of sins. And Peter was a broken man, and his tears poured out. So I want to leave you with 2 questions today to guide your own prayer time. Thinking in terms of Peter, this week, this month, this season of life, can you think back on any time where you have denied Jesus, his lordship in your life, where if you were put on trial for being a Christ follower, would there be enough evidence to convict you? And maybe there'd be evidence to the contrary, where you're denying that you even know him as your Lord. If that's true, maybe it's time for you to be broken a little bit, for your tears to pour out, and for you to repent and come back to Christ. Another question is, maybe you've done well and you are living for Christ, but are you holding anything back? That woman came in and she broke open that jar of perfume. There was no putting a lid back on it. It was all poured out. So another question for you, maybe you have been living for Jesus, but you're holding something back. Your kids. Jesus, I'll follow you, but man, I want my kids. I've got something special for them in mind. Or your spouse, or your job, or maybe you're holding back what you know you want to give God. You know you want to give God a tithe, but you're scared. Or you know you want to give God the Sabbath day, but you're scared. Is there anything that you're holding back from Jesus? So those are the two questions I'd have for you today. Is there anything you're holding back? Is there any ways that you've denied Jesus? And then in your prayer time, go to him, reminding yourself that his body was broken for you, his blood poured out to take care of all of those sins. And rest in Jesus and wait in anticipation for Sunday, the resurrection of Jesus. I'll see you on Sunday. God bless you.